Welcome back to Jack's Motorcycles. If you enjoyed this video, please do hit the like and subscribe button. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. So here are my 5 things that I absolutely love about the Urban GS. Number 1, I've got to start things off with the engine. It has so much torque, it has this beautiful low growl, and the way that the motor just really shakes and vibrates underneath you. Even on startup, the bike literally does this thing where it just shakes from side to side, and then if you rev the engine, it also wobbles from side to side, it being that flat boxer. But I gotta tell you, it performs incredibly well. I did say in my video, talking about the things that I hated about it, that it runs really hot and it's not that good for the urban environment, but do you know what? All things considered, it really is brilliant fun. It's not too scary. I mean, bearing in mind I have been riding for about 10 years, it's not scary enough that, well, let's put it this way, it's not overpowered for it to be in the city. I think this Mini driver wants to have a drag race and I will absolutely destroy him. Maybe we can do it at the lights. Now, not only does it have really excellent torque and a real usable amount of power, it also sounds absolutely brilliant. I mean, I've got the stock can on there and still, like, it's really subtle. It can be a bit like a gentleman, and then as soon as you open it up, it just kicks up this kind of farty, growly noise that I really do like. But the next thing I want to talk about is the handling of this bike. Now, I know I said in my previous video that I thought that it was not that adequate for urban riding, and I still do stand by that. However, in the twisties and at any point when this bike is moving and not at a snail's pace, it is just such a joy to ride. The weight that you feel at those low speeds completely disappears, and it just is completely in tune with the road. If you just stick it into a direction, it will just go and go and go. It's absolutely confidence inspiring, and BMW, I must say, did an absolutely fantastic job with this frame. This city is just a city of traffic lights. There's no two ways about it. Christ! The last thing that I would like to say about this bike is just its ability to pretty much do anything. Now, I rode this bike up to Scotland in one day, and that was a 12-hour ride. And I only stopped every time I needed to refuel. So every 180 miles I would pull over, refuel, stretch my legs out, and it sat for that entire period and it didn't complain once. And yeah, it's not the comfiest bike in the world. A lot of people do complain about the seat. I don't find it terrible, but let's be honest, any seat that you sit on for a significant amount of time is going to give you arseache after a while. But I mean, to get a bike that does everything, you know, you don't need the big BMW GS to tour. Yeah, it may be way more comfortable, but all I did was put on a high screen to extend that, to get rid of the wind in my head, and it was, you know, absolutely fine. I managed to do it. Yes, I was bored out of my mind, but it did it, and I actually have a lot of respect for this bike, being able to do so many things pretty well. I mean, I've spoken about, and if you want to hear the things I hate about this bike, do go and watch my video about the 5 or so things that I hate about it.